Perfect. Does Yahweh have the essential power to generate another divine person?
The person of the Father specifically. That's
Is
what he
that
does.
an
That's what
essential
Yahweh
property
does.
or hypostatic property?
Say that again.
Is that an essential property or hypostatic property?
What do you mean by hypostatic property?
Is it a personal property that's not essential to divinity, or is it essential to divinity that all of them have it?
This is, I would say then it is a hypostatic property of the Father that he generates the Son and the Spirit.
So it's not an essential property of divinity.
It's not as an essential. It's not an intrinsic property of the divine nature.
Okay, perfect. So the Father is just as God as the Son is God, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Father, in a possible world, could have not just generated another divine person. He could have not done it, right?
This is what the Father does.
Sorry?
This is what the Father does. I think
I
that
asked you, in a possible world, could he have done it since it's not an essential property?
You're saying that it's not. We're talking about the essential property of the hypostatic.
Begetting another divine person.
Yeah. So
it's not essential, then the Father could have chosen to do it or not chosen to do it.
Oh no! If the Father is doing it, this is a hypostatic property by the Father.
So it's not an essential property.
The Father generates the Son. The Father generates the Son and the Spirit. This is, and because of that, they share the same nature as the Father since they have His substance.
I understand, but it's not an essential property, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to answer you fully.
Yeah.
So what this means is that because they share the same nature and substance of the Father, because they're being generated from the Father, this is a property of the Father begetting and the Father generating the Spirit.
Right. So it's not an essential property of divinity, meaning you could be truly divine and not have this property, right?
If we're talking about the hypostatic.
I asked you, can you be truly divine and not have this property?
You can be like for example, the Son is divine, yet he doesn't beget. He doesn't.
Okay,
beget.
So you can be truly divine and not have the property.
Yeah.
So the Father could be divine and not have the property.
And that's specific of the Son. That's
right. So the Father could be divine because he's just as divine. The Father could be divine, and he couldn't. It's possible that he doesn't have this property.
No, we're talking about specifically the operation. So, like for example, what you're confusing is theology proper and economy. In theology proper, talking about the life of the Trinity, you have what the persons do, the operations of the persons. So the Father, the person of the Father, he's the one who begets and he generates. This is not a property of the Son, since he is the begotten, or the Spirit who is generated. So if you can deal with that, and what I'm saying and what my actual theology, I would appreciate.
Okay, so it's not essential. The Father could have not done it. That's good.